Hi, welcome to Copenhagen. Thanks for dropping in. Hope everybody is doing well. Today I am having a first look at dark mushrooms from Diamond Art Club. When I do these unboxing videos, I am always very aware of people who are new to diamond painting or people who are thinking about starting diamond painting as a hobby. So for that reason, I go through everything, the packaging, the toolkit, everything that's in the toolkit, the canvas, the cover, pretty much everything. So because of that, the videos tend to be pretty long. So what I've done is I've broken the video down into chapters. So if you know about Diamond Art Club, for example, and you know about the packaging and the toolkit, you probably don't want to watch it again. So you can skip through to the section that you're interested in. So if you go to description and just look down the list, find what you're interested in, click on it, it will take you directly to that part of the video. So after saying that, if you are new to diamond painting, maybe you've done a few small ones and you're looking to step up a bit, do something a bit more adventurous, and you decide to order from Diamond Art Club, this is what you can expect to arrive at your door. It doesn't come in a grey plastic bag. The canvas isn't folded. So this is the box you would receive. It is branded, as you can see, Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle. We have the website, diamondartclub.com, Instagram at Diamond Art Club, and Facebook, Diamond Art Club. So this is what you will see from your friendly courier or postman. Inside this box, you will find another box. And this box will have a rendering of the graphics of the kit you have ordered. And in this case, it is dark mushrooms. So we have a rendering which wraps around the box. So you can see both sides, the image wraps round. A little bit further down, we have a thumbnail. So here we can see the whole image. Then we have Dark Mushrooms by the Dutch Lady. The size is 22 inches by 31 inches, which is 55.6 centimeters by 78.7 centimeters. Then we have Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle, and DIY Diamond Art Kit, round diamonds. Now with Diamond Art Club kits, it's really easy to tell if it's a round or a square if you see the box, because round kits are pink in the bottom section. If it had been square, it would be pale blue. Then we have all-inclusive, see back for contents. So we'll have a look at the sides of the box first. So on this side we have Unleash Your Inner Artist and that graphic wrapping round again. On the other side we have the wraparound graphic, but further down we have full diamond coverage area. So it's not a partial, the whole canvas is covered in drills. We have a smaller thumbnail, and then we have some details about the diamond painting. So this one is 70 colours and it has 5 Aurora Borealis drills. If you're new to diamond painting and you don't know what Aurora Borealis drills are, just keep watching the video and you will find out. Total diamonds 57,772. Then at the bottom we have the socials. So we have Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, and then TikTok. And then we have at Diamond Art Club, and then the website diamondartclub.com. On the bottom of the box we have a small thumbnail, and we have the title and the artist and the size. This comes in very handy if you have a few kits waiting to be done. People tend to stack them laying down. So if you have them stacked and you look at the end, you can see exactly what is in each box. In the past, they didn't have that. So you would see the end of the box, but you didn't know which kit was inside. So you would have to take boxes out to get to it, to pull it out to see what it was. So now you can just look along at the end of the box and you can see exactly what is in each box. So it makes things a lot easier. Then on top of the box, we have DIY Diamond Art Kit. So on the back, Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle. How it works, so we have 6 thumbnails, 6 short descriptions on how to diamond paint. Then we have the kit contents, which I'll be going through, so we'll just skip that part. Then we have warning, choking hazard, contains small parts. This product is not meant to be ingested, suitable for ages 13 plus. Properly dispose of all plastic packaging. So basically keep out of reach of the small children, because they might mistake the drills for candy and may decide to swallow them. So you don't want that to happen. So that is pretty much it. The only other thing is third-party tested for compliance with EU and USA standards. So all Diamond Art Club kits are tested with the regulations for EU and USA standards, which means the glue, the chemicals, everything in it meet the standards. They know exactly what is in them, and it is not hazardous. That is the main thing. I don't know of any other company that actually states this on their kits. So it's nice to see that they're being checked by an independent company and they meet all the safety regulations. So the box comes sealed in cellophane. So we'll get the scissors out and we'll open it up. So the cellophane is here, just to make sure that no dust or anything gets inside. You don't want to get dust on your nice new canvas. So just cut this a bit. Don't know if it's my imagination, but this cover actually feels a bit thicker than normal. I don't know if they've changed that. So we'll give it a try. Yeah, it is thicker. So we'll peel that off. And we'll go to the top, open up the box, and inside, flip it around, it says do what makes you sparkle. And we have this little recess here, so we can put a finger in there and pull, and then we'll pull the box out. So if you have been diamond painting, and if you think about the packaging of the kits that you've had, Diamond Art Club put it in a box like this for shipping. So this is the packing box. Inside that box we have the box with your kit, which will have a rendering of the kit on it, and then inside that box we have this box. So Diamond Art Club triple box their kits. I don't know of any other company that packs them as well as that. So this one is basically a box with no top, and it is a sturdy box, as are the other two. So very, very well packaged. So as you can see, we've got the toolkit, so we'll have a look at that first. And again, you can compare this to toolkits you've had from other companies and just see how it compares. So we have the toolkit, it tells us the contents, but we'll go through them. So this is a resealable bag. So I'm going to open it up and take it to the side, because it's kind of difficult to take things out one at a time, because the tray is so big. So just get all the things out. So we've got the resealable bag. A bit more to do. Okay, so just about there. So the first thing is, if you have diamond painted or you've been watching diamond painting videos, you will see a pen like this. This is the standard diamond painting pen that you will get with all diamond painting kits from all diamond painting companies except Diamond Dart Club. It is a plastic straw. It has a nylon tip with a brass insert, and if you just give it a little bit of a wiggle, you can see it is just a plastic straw, and we have the tip. So that is a standard pen. That is what you will get from all diamond painting companies except Diamond Dart Club. If you get a kit from Diamond Dart Club now, you will get a pen like this. So we have a branded pen, Diamond Dart Club, and it is very different from the straw. As you can see, it is more ergonomic, it is thicker as well, it is wasted, so it has this little dip which makes it more comfortable to hold. It means you can also adjust the thickness of your grip, so you're not holding the same diameter all the time, which can become uncomfortable. The fact that it's thicker also makes it more comfortable. So you'll see it has this cap. So if we take the cap off, underneath we have a different type of tip. So just a comparison. So we have the brass insert is the same, but this section here looks totally different, and that is because this pen is preloaded with putty. So rather than dipping it into pink wax or putty to fill the pen and then use it, the putty is actually inside the pen. So what you do is you hold the tip and turn the pen until you feel there's no slack, and then you turn it maybe a quarter of a turn. Wait a few seconds, see if anything's happening at the end. If not, do it again. In fact, that isn't actually the end. I can feel it's loose. So we're not pushing against it now, it's at the putty because it suddenly stops. So I turn it about a quarter of a turn, wait a few seconds. If nothing appears at the end, do it again until you see the white putty appear on the tip. Once it's reached the tip, the pen is fully loaded. Then you pick up your drills as normal, and once it stops picking up, all you do is hold the pen and twist it about a quarter of a turn. It will feed more putty to the tip, and you just carry on diamond painting. So that is a big difference from the standard tip where you would just diamond paint. Once it stops picking up, you have to press into pink wax or putty to reload the tip. Now the pen actually feeds the tip. So that is something totally different. I do have videos about the pen. The putty is actually at the tip now, you can see it, it's white. And what I would say is once it comes to the top, it will probably go slightly past. Before you start diamond painting, just take that excess off so it's nice and flush, and then you start diamond painting. But I do have videos about the pen, taking it apart, showing exactly how it works, how to refill the putty, and how to even swap out the putty and put in pink wax if you would rather use pink wax. So I'll put a link to those videos in the description, and you can have a look at them. So that is the tip. At the other end we have a multi-placer. Again, for people who are new to diamond painting, if you're using this pen tip, you can only place one drill at a time. With the multi-placer, it has a little channel, and what you would do is press that into either putty or pink wax, load it up, and then shake your tray, get your drills in a nice little line, and you can pick up a row of drills at a time. In this case, it would be 4 drills. So this is mainly if you are working on a kit that has a lot of the same colour in an area. Rather than just doing 1, 1, 1, 1, you can use the multiplacer, pick up 4, 4, 4, so you start filling it even faster. If it is a large area, a very large area, you can use the other multiplacer they supply. So you can see we get 2 sizes. So a large one for very big areas, it just speeds things up. The multiplacers are just push fit, so you just pull them out, swap them over, and then you're ready to use the larger one. Just remember you have to fill it with putty or wax. So that is the new pen. Very different, but Diamond Art Club have always looked at things and thought, how can we improve it? They've done it with a lot of things. We'll talk about some of them as we go. But that is the pen and the two multiplacers. So since the pen is loaded with putty, we also get a refill. So this comes with the kit. Refill for the pen. This will refill the tip of that pen quite a few times, so it will last a long time. And as I said, I do have a video showing how to refill the tip. We also get a heart of pink wax. If you want to use pink wax, you can use that in the multiplacers. And this is what people are used to using. Pink wax is pretty much the standard thing that comes with diamond painting kits from all the companies. So you have putty and pink wax. The next thing we get is the tray, which is very different from the standard trays you get from most companies. It is much larger. It also has straight edges, so when you sit it down and you've got your drills in it, if you accidentally bump it or tap it, it doesn't flip over. A lot of the trays that you get from other companies have angled sides, so when you touch them, they flip like really easily. So the Diamond Art Club tray is very, very stable, a lot wider as well, which helps a lot. We get a stopper, so when you pour your drills in and you're shaking your tray, you don't have to worry about the drills accidentally falling out the end. So really, really good tray, but there's a little bit more to it. It also has a cover. Now this cover doesn't just clip on the top, it actually slides into the tray. There's a groove either side, the lid slides in, you move it up, you get to the end, you hear that click, it's locked. So you can shake it upside down. I'm not holding the lid, it won't come off. Very, very handy thing if you have young kids, curious young kids. If you had an open tray and for some reason you need to just nip away from the table for a second, the kids come along, pick it up, shake it, the drills scatter over the table, over the floor, stick on the glue. If you've got the lid on and you lock it, they can pick it up and shake it, they won't shake the drills out of it. As long as they don't have enough time to figure out, all you have to do is pull it back. Very handy, but also very handy if you have cats or dogs that cast hair, because if you do have them, you will know that if you leave your tray sitting out overnight, you will come back to find dog hairs or cat hairs in the tray. So with this tray, if you're diamond painting and you decide, okay, I've had enough for tonight, you stop on the section that you're on, you can leave the drills in if you're still working on that colour, you can close the lid and just leave the tray on the table. Come back whenever you're ready to work on it again, and then you just pull the lid back and inside, nice and clean, no pet hairs, and all you have is nice clean drills ready to go. So really, really nice tray, and this is standard for Diamond Art Club, it's not an extra. So it's definitely the best tray I've seen supplied as standard from any company that I've tried. And I think I've tried, I forget, something like 56 different companies, something like that. Definitely the best tray that I've tried. So that is pretty much it as far as the toolkit goes. The only thing that's left is the baggies. So we have a bag of resealable bags that you can use to store the spare drills that you've got left at the end when you finish the kit. So I always count them, just always out of curiosity, just see how many bags we get. So we count the bag they came in because it is exactly the same. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It always varies slightly, but it's usually between 15 and 20. So in this case, 17. So that is it. That is the Diamond Art Club toolkit. If you have been diamond painting, you will see how this is very different from any other company. The putty loaded pen is something totally different. But for me, the tray is the big thing. It's just so practical. Having the lid on it and being able to just close it at night, it stops, like I said, the pet hairs and just dust in general. It just stops anything getting in on the tray. Also handy that it's sort of kid proof up to a point until they figure out how to actually open it. But hopefully you get back before they do that. So that was the toolkit. Now we'll go back to the box. And underneath the toolkit we have this little envelope. So we'll have a look at this next. Again, something different. So we have Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle. Thank you for your purchase. And we have a nice sparkly little diamond. On the back, again, thank you for your purchase. And another sparkly little diamond. But in this case, it is actually a lock. So if we fold it up, we can open the envelope. So inside we have the socials, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest and TikTok at Diamond Art Club, and the website diamondartclub.com. So we'll open this up and we have this inside. We'll talk about this in a minute. So have a look inside the envelope. So here we have tips and tricks. So we have 4 little tips and tricks. If you have a read at that, you might pick up some ideas that you haven't thought about. Then on the left hand side we have join our Facebook group. So we have QR code, you scan that, it will take you to the Facebook group. And I think we have it's over 40,000 members now. So over 40,000 diamond painters from all around the world. And you can drop in, you can ask questions if you're new or if you've got any just general queries about diamond painting. Over 40,000 people are there to help answer that question. You will also see pictures of kits that people have finished, pictures of kits that are in progress, what they call WIPs, work in progress. And you can just basically chat about diamond painting, what your favourite kit is. If you're looking for a specific subject, you could ask and see if anybody could recommend a kit with a certain theme. Or you can just, in general, just chat about what you're working on and just get to know people a bit. It's a very, very well run group, very well moderated. It's a good place. It's nice and relaxing to be in there, and a good sense of humour as well. A lot of sort of funny little comments come up. So I would definitely recommend joining it and having a look. So in the centre we have how to use and refill the twist and pick applicator, which is the pen. So we've got how to use it and how to refill it. Then we've got step-by-step instructions, 6 little steps on how to diamond paint, again if you're totally new. At the bottom there we have kit contents, which we've been going through. And then we have 2 QR codes, one is iPhone and one for Android. If you scan the code, you can download the Diamond Art Club app, and if you decide to buy a kit, you will get a 20% discount off the first kit you buy. 20% off is a really nice discount, so definitely worth using if you're looking to buy another Diamond Art Club kit. So that is the thank you envelope, but inside the envelope was this. Excuse me. So we have Diamond Art Club, do what makes you sparkle, Dark Mushrooms, the Dutch Lady. Then on the back we have a nice big thumbnail so you can see the artwork of the kit. We have start date, end date. We have the details on the kit. So diamond colours 70, diamond shape round, canvas size 22 inches by 31 inches, 55.6 centimetres by 78.7 centimetres. Now, these individual things are all pre-cut labels, including the diamond. So you can actually use this. A lot of people keep a physical logbook, like an actual book, where they keep a record of the Diamond Art, well, it will be the Diamond Art Club kits, because no other company does this. So they keep a note of all the kits. They can use the thumbnail. They have the title. They have the artist. They have the details, how many colours and whether it's round or square, and the size, and the start and end date. So they can set up a page, probably have the title at the top, and then if it was me, I would have the picture to the right, I would have the details to the left, and the start and end date. So it means you can have a physical book and you can just flick through them if you want to show people the kits that you've done or the kits that you've still got to do. It's just a really nice touch. Inside this, we have what I call the key, but a lot of people call it the legend. And this shows you how many colours you have in the kit, the symbols that are used, and the DMC code. So the first column is number, starts at 1, and in this case goes up to 70. So we have 70 colours in this kit. Then we have the symbols. So these are the symbols that are on the actual canvas, so you know where to place the drills. Then we have code, which is DMC code. The DMC code is a standard way of numbering a specific shade of a colour. So for example, DMC 310. DMC 310 is black. So it doesn't matter which company you get the kit from. If they use DMC codes and you see DMC 310, those drills will be black. DMC 900 will be this shade of red. DMC 355 will be this shade of brown. It's important to have the DMC codes because if you, for whatever reason, need drills, you maybe run short, maybe you've spilled some and you lost a few, and you're, say, 5 drills short, and it's a brown. So in this kit, I'll quickly guess, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, roughly 23 shades of brown. So if you were short of drills in a specific brown, you can contact Diamond Art Club and say, I was working on this kit and I've run out of, I mean, if you said I've run out of brown, they wouldn't know which brown to send. So you could say, and I've run out of DMC 842, and they will send you some 842 and you can finish the diamond painting. So it's important to know the DMC code of a colour because it's the only way you can know exactly which shade of colour it is. So these are pre-cut labels. You can peel them off. So if I go down to one that's empty, 100, you can see pre-cut. So the idea of that is when you're setting up, if you're using containers, you can just peel off the label, stick it on the container and pour those drills into the container, and then it's done. You could also do it with the bags. Just peel the label off, stick it on the bag. That way it saves you having to handwrite the labels and try and draw symbols and things. So it makes it a lot faster when you're kitting up and getting ready to work. So pre-cut labels, really good idea. A lot of companies, you will just get an A4 sheet of paper and you don't have any kind of label. So again, Diamond Art Club were looking at it thinking it would be handy if you had labels. So that's what they do. They provide pre-cut labels. So that is the key or the legend and it's kept in this nice little card envelope, which protects the labels. It stops them getting squashed, it stops them getting bent in case the labels maybe lift up and start to stick to each other. So it keeps everything all nice and secure. So all you do is fold it up, fold your little diamond, put the top down, and then that's it. So nice and handy and very, very neat. I really like it. I think it's a really, really good design. So put that to the side and we'll see what's next. So back to the box. So here we have the canvas in a sealed bag, a resealable bag. Diamond Art Club do what makes you sparkle. So we'll lift the canvas out, and underneath the canvas we have a card. So we'll talk about that next. So again, this is something unique to Diamond Art Club. We have these cards. Now, you don't always get a card with the kit. Sometimes you just won't get one, and it's just how it is, because it makes it a bit more of a surprise when you open your box. You don't know if you're going to get a card. If you do, you don't know which level it's going to be. They have different level cards. So we have bronze, silver, gold, and black. Black being the rarest. So the cards will always have the graphic of the kit that you bought. You won't get a random picture. It will be the kit that you have bought. So in this case, it is dark mushrooms. If we flip it over, we can see it says Treasure Quest cards, and it says here bronze. Now, if you have got a kit, an earlier kit, it will say trading cards. It won't say Treasure Quest cards, and it won't have the level printed on it. This got changed because people were a bit confused about which level of card they had. So to make it easier, they actually now print it on the card. So if you do get a card and it says trading cards, it's one of the older cards, but the graphics are exactly the same. And I found that the easiest way to tell the difference, if you don't have it printed, is by the background. This is a bronze one. It is the most basic design, very thick lines. The silver one has thinner lines, a more detailed graphic. The gold card has a very intricate design all over the back, almost like a printed circuit board. And the black card obviously is black. But the newer cards actually have the levels printed on them, which takes away any doubt. This section here, you can scratch off, and behind this is a code. So every card has a code, and these can be used to get gift cards. So the way it works is they have these different levels, and if you collect cards and put in your codes when you've got them all together, you can't put one in and then a month later put in another one. You have to do them all at the same time. So if you have 5 bronze codes, 3 silver and 1 gold, you can claim a $50 gift card to use on Diamond Art Club's website. But the black cards, as I mentioned, are the rarest. If you have just 2 black cards, you can claim a $50 gift card. So they have different values. So I do have a video that goes into a lot more detail and explains it and shows the website and shows you everything. But basically the gift card values are $50, $75, $100, $200, and the top one is if you collect the correct combination, you can claim a custom diamond painting kit from Diamond Art Club, which is very unique because Diamond Art Club do not do custom kits. The only way you can get a custom is by having the cards with the codes. So As I said, I have a video that goes into the whole thing and it explains it a lot better than I just did. The thing about the custom kit, again, for anybody that's new and is wondering what is a custom kit, it's where you send a picture and they will create a diamond painting from it. There are rules though. You cannot send copyrighted images. So as long as it isn't copyrighted, they can convert it into a diamond painting. So it could be things like a good picture that you've got of the kids, of the pets, somewhere you went on vacation, a wedding picture, a birthday picture, anything. You can send that in. Diamond Art Club will produce a diamond painting, which is obviously is going to be unique to you. And the value of that is $400. But the main thing is you cannot buy a custom from Diamond Art Club. The only way you can get a custom is by having the right combination of cards or codes. You don't actually need the card, all you need is the code. So that is the Treasure Quest cards. Again, no other company does anything like that. The cards are really nice, as you can see. And I'm sure a lot of people will just collect them because they look pretty cool. But it's nice to have. If you put them in a little folder, you can flick through them and remind yourself of the kits that you've got. So that is the Treasure Quest cards from Diamond Art Club. So we'll go back to the canvas. So as I said, resealable bag. We have a glue strip along the top here. So if we peel this back, we can open it up and we can take the canvas out. The good thing about that is that if you do this and you take your kit out and have a look at it and then put it back in the bag, you can reseal it, put it back in the box, and it's all sealed up. So it's nice and clean when you take it out to actually work on it. So before we talk about the canvas, we'll have a look at the drills, which are inside. So relatively small bag this time, because this isn't a huge kit and it is round drills, which means we actually have less drills on the canvas. If it had been a square drill kit for the same size, you would actually have more drills because square drills are slightly smaller than the round. So we get a bag of drills and we have a label. So it tells us here dark mushrooms. So we're absolutely sure that these are the correct drills for the kit. These bags have a glue strip along the side. So we just peel it. Always the noisiest part of the video. I'm always glad to get that part done. And then we have the drills. So Diamond Art Club drills are a bit different as well because it's actually Diamond Art Club who manufacture them. All other diamond painting companies buy in the drills from suppliers. Diamond Art Club did the same thing, but they started to find that sometimes the quality just wasn't what they wanted. So the only way that they could be absolutely sure of the quality of the drills, of the shape, of the colour, making sure that they're vibrant, rich colours, was to manufacture them themselves. So that's what they do. They import high quality resin from Germany and manufacture their own drills. So they are resin, they are extremely vibrant in colour, very, very shiny as well. So they come in strings and all they have on them is the DMC code. They don't have like colour number 1, colour number 2, colour number 3. It is just the DMC code. The bags are by weight. So the DMC codes do not run in order. So you'll see when I go through them, the numbers are pretty random, but it's because of the weights of the bags. So I'm going to go through them. A lot of people just like to see this. They like to see the DMC codes and they like to see the actual colours. A lot of people don't. So again, I have the video is broken into chapters, so if you don't want to sit and watch me going through all these colours, you can skip to the next section, which will be the canvas, which is probably the part that most people will go straight to. So we'll go through, and we're starting off with 310, good old black. So we have 2 bags of 310 in this one, and the next one is 550, 823, 823, 154, 154, 3371, 3371, and then suddenly we get a very bright blue. 518, 311, 6034, 6001. Another thing about manufacturing your own drills is you can actually come up with your own colours. Diamond Art Club have actually added more colours to the DMC codes. The 6000 range, you won't find them with any other company, and that is the advantage of being able to manufacture your own drills. Sometimes when they're doing a rendering, they'll be working their way through, like blending one colour into another, and they think it would actually be good if we had a colour that was just in between these 2 colours to make it a smoother transition. So that's what they've started doing. They've got this 6000 range, which are colours that are just in between 2 existing colours. So we start to get these extra colours. So again, that's the advantage of manufacturing your own drills. So we have 6034, 6001, 312, 3760, 327, 900, 3860, 3834, and we have another 310, and then there's actually 3 bags of 310. Then we'll go to the next one, 3781, 921, 3837, 3712, 6030, 814, 815, 501, 3857, 924, 414, 315, 721, 318, 208, Z598. Now, the Z codes are a bit different. These drills have a special coating on them that is like a very, very, very fine glitter, like micro glitter. And the thing about that is it changes the look of the drill, because normally with the drills, a facet will reflect white light. So one face of the drill, the light will hit it and reflect back, and you just get this white flash. With these drills, because they have these tiny, tiny, tiny pieces of glitter in them, it breaks that up. So instead of just one bright white flash, you get all these little sparkles. So it adds an extra dimension to the diamond painting. So these are called fairy dust, and they have the prefix Z. So we have 824, 352, 152, 3064. So we're getting some bright ones in this. So we have 3041, 840, 803, very rich red here, 817, 841, 413, 3328, 597, 451, 333, 3861, 498, 993, 3864, and 161. And now we get to the last string, I think. Yep. 223, 520, 452, 3824, Z3341. So again, these drills have that special, very, very fine glitter sort of finish on them. And then another fairy dust again, Z722, an orange one this time, 3778, 915, 3863, Z553, so another fairy dust, and this time a purple sparkle. Then we have 225, and then Z950, so another fairy dust, 3803, 355, 169, 3746, 160, 3731, 209, 961. So that is all of the colour. You can see we've got quite a lot of dark colours and a lot of bright colours as well. I find that when you have a diamond painting and you have a dark background and bright colours, it really makes the brighter colours stand out. So we'll have a look at the canvas next, just to get an idea how all these colours blend in. So if you have never bought from Diamond Art Club before and you decide to try them, I can guarantee when you actually feel the canvas, you will notice it is very different from any canvas that you've tried before. It is extremely soft, almost like velvet on the back. Very, very smooth. It's quite thick. It's very pliable, malleable, easy to work with. It has the scalloped edges. It has stitching as well to stop any fraying. But you can just feel that it is a very high quality canvas. Really, really nice. So just figuring out which way it's folded. But before I do anything, I have to switch off lights because the clear cover just reflects all the light. So we can actually see it, I need to switch lights off. So we should be okay at that. So here we go. So open it up, do what makes you sparkle, Diamond Art Club. Now I'll just try and do a slow scroll as I open it up. But you can see the dark colours in the background, all this, it's like almost roots and vines, and then we get this mushroom in the middle. A lot of detail in this. Diamond Art Club hand render, so that means that they don't just get an image and then scan it and then print it and it's done. They actually have a team of people who specialise in rendering. So they take the image and then they start to build the image up on screen on a computer, but it's manually done. So they build the picture up and they try to get as much detail as possible. They're trying to get as close as possible to the original artwork. And part of that is the new colours they've added, because they can blend things even smoother than they did before, because they've got these extra sort of stages in between. So it makes the blending even smoother. So you can see the background, if I go up a bit, it's pretty light here, and then it gets slightly darker, and then darker again, and then it gets really dark on the outside. So we get this light area here, and it just gradually fades away. So then around the outside it's a lot darker than it is in the centre. And as I said, when you've got a dark background, it really makes the bright colours pop out. It works very, very well. So a little bit further down, we get all this detail. So you can see there is a lot of detail in this. And again, it's the rendering that does it. This looks very, very similar to the actual original artwork. So I'll try and do a scroll back just to let you see. So if you're interested in sort of fantasy art, looking for something different with a lot of detail in it, I really like the colours in this. I like that sort of blue in the background, and then we've got the red that really stands out. Just looks really nice. So the next thing that I want to talk about is, I'm trying to think where's the best place to talk about this. Probably at the top. Another thing that's different about Diamond Art Club, and this is another thing, so there are quite a few things, is the actual clear cover. They have perforated the cover. All other companies, it's just one big sheet, and people will use washi tape to section it off and cut it into sections. People will remove the clear cover and put release paper, forgot the word. People will put sheets of release paper down so they can work on sections at a time. But Diamond Art Club thought about it, and they thought, well, what if we perforate the cover so you can actually tear it into sections rather than having to take it off and put down release paper, or having to use washi tape and cut it into sections. So they've actually perforated the cover, and you can see these pink dots or pink hashed lines. That is where the lines are. So you can see here, for example, when it comes through the light areas, you can really see it. But if I peel the cover back, it is perforated, but I mean, it is still one big sheet. But the idea is the perforations are there so you can easily rip it into small sections, or tear the small sections. So I'm just trying to peel it back. So it's just to show that the marks are on the cover, but they're not actually on the canvas. So you can see there are no pink marks here. If I put the cover back, you can see it. The reason they put the pink marks is so that people can easily see where to tear the sections. So if I was working on this kit, I always start in the bottom right hand corner, but people start different places. Some people start at the top, some start in the middle, some start just random. It's really up to you. But what I would do with this one is I would start here, and I would tear the perforation. You can hear it going tick, 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 tick. So I would tear the perforation up until I got to the line. But when it's really dark, it's quite hard to see, but you can still feel it. So the line is here. So that's me up there. So because it's the edge, it's not a full square. So that is the section for the first part. What I would do is fold the cover back, and then I can fold it back down again rather than tearing it off, because it's clear. So I think tearing off a clear cover and leaving it laying on the table, it can be quite difficult to see where you actually put it. So I think it's easier to actually keep it attached. So I would tear this up to that line, fold it, do this section, go to the next one, tear that, go up to that line, all the way along, and then come back, and then again tear this up. This would be a full section this time, up to here, fold it back. That means that if you are working on a section, you haven't finished it, you've still got some glue there, you can just fold the cover back over it to keep it nice and clean. And then you don't have to try and fit it exactly back into that square either if you don't rip it off completely. If you do, you're trying to fit it exactly back to where it is, so there aren't any gaps. So I think folding it up and folding it over and doing a section and working that way just is easier. So I'm just folding it back because I'm not ready to do this kit yet. The final thing that I want to talk about is this part down here. So we've got dark mushrooms, we've got the size, and then we've got copyright, the Dutch Lady, licensed by LSR Licensing, Diamond Art Club, registered trademark. So this means that this artwork is licensed. So Diamond Art Club are working with the Dutch Lady, who is the artist, the original artist of this artwork. They are working through LSR licensing. So they work with them, and everything is agreed on. Diamond Art Club work on the rendering. They get it to as good as they think it can be, to make sure it's as close as possible to the original. The artist gets to see it before it goes into production. So the Dutch lady would check this and say, yeah, that is good enough to put out. Obviously, she wants to make sure that the artwork that goes out as a diamond painting is as close as possible to the original. She doesn't want it all pixelated and detail missing. So she's checked this and said, yep, that is good enough. And they have went and actually started producing it. Now the thing is, that means that the Dutch lady now has a revenue coming in from artwork that has been transferred to diamond painting, which means that she may be more likely to release more of her artwork as diamond paintings. Diamond Art Club always work with the artists. Every piece of Diamond Art Club artwork has been licensed since the very beginning. They have always been very conscious about this. A lot of companies will just go online, find an image, think that looks like it might sell, scan it, print it, sell it. And the original artist doesn't even know anything about it. And normally the quality of that work is nowhere near as good as the original, because the companies don't hand render. They don't have a team who sit and basically build the picture up and try and get it as close as possible. They just scan it, the computer decides, and out it goes. So I think it's very, very important that the artist is acknowledged and actually can make some money out of it. And I think the more artists that get involved, the better it is for us, because then we get a wider range of artwork. And then we know that when we're buying that work, we are helping that artist financially. And hopefully it means that more artists will release their artwork, and it is all licensed. So we aren't ripping anybody off. So I think it's very important. I think it's good for the artist. It sort of opens up a new avenue for them, for their artwork. But you may also get people that see the artwork and think, I really like that, but I don't diamond paint. So they look up the artist's name, maybe find their website, and may actually buy some artwork from them. The other thing is, on Diamond Art Club's website, if you search for the artist's name, you can see any other artwork that they have had converted into diamond paintings by Diamond Art Club. And there are quite a few artists that a lot of people follow, and people have started to collect artwork from specific artists. So I think it's a win-win for everybody. So that's it. Unusual fantasy art. Again, as I said, I really like the colour combination in this. It really makes the mushrooms stand out. And again, I've mentioned it before, we're only looking at the print and it looks really good. But once you actually add in, I'll try and find some. Once you add in the drills, then you get the real colours, which are much, much more vibrant, much brighter than the actual print. You will also have the sparkle from the drills. You will have all those different fairy dust with the sort of micro glitter in them, which will make this really, really sparkly. It's got a relatively dark background, and the foreground is just, for me anyway, this is just going to really stand out. I think it's going to be a really, really nice diamond painting. But as you can see, the colours of the drills are much richer than the actual print. So again, I always like to see artwork that's different, rather than seeing the same subjects again and again. It's always nice to see that Diamond Art Club are sort of stepping out into different things. And if fantasy art is your thing, I think you would definitely be interested in this one. So that is it. That was Dark Mushrooms from Diamond Art Club. So that was Dark Mushrooms from Diamond Art Club. Really like this one because I do like fantasy art and I do like unusual, yeah, probably unusual stuff. Things that are just a bit different. I hang up diamond paintings at work and I take them into the canteen, and I just like to put up things that are a bit different. So I like to mix up the theme and catch people out. So every time I put up a new one, it's very different from the last one they saw. And this is just something that it really appeals to me. Just fantasy art is something that I really enjoy. I like the randomness of it. And sometimes I wonder, what was the inspiration for that type of thing? So a lot of detail in this as well. It's not just like a mushroom. It has all those vines and branches and things. Adds a bit of atmosphere to it as well. I think the colour combination is really good. I really like those sort of blues in the background and the way they fade. They're bright in the centre and then they fade into much darker around the outside. And then we've got the mushrooms centre. As I said, those reds are going to be very, very vibrant, really going to make them stand out. So looking forward to seeing what people at work think about this one. So far, I've never put up a diamond painting from Diamond Art Club that they haven't liked. So I'm sure they will enjoy this one. Hopefully I'll get it up for Halloween, which seems a long time away, but it doesn't take long. So yeah, that could be the Halloween picture for the canteen. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you would like to see more unboxings, unbaggings, accessories, pretty much anything to do with diamond painting, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification button. If you do that, you will get a little message when new videos come up. I do have a lot to come. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and in the meantime, take care, be safe, and wash your hands.